I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Titans and the Pats, next on Madden NFL 22.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin with my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Titans in this matchup. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to it and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Patriots take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Jones. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 16 carries, 104 yards, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And the way they ran the ball last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Hunt. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 12 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. That catch good for only a couple. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On 2nd down now. It's Henry. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's some good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Titan football. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9. Again to Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And right side, Henry's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Back to throw again.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. They'll look to throw again. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing.
Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for the Patriots. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Jones from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Jones now on first down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Open man to tight end Henry. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They go play action here on first down.
And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Let's go. Let's go. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Back
Back to throw here. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jones. Flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones swings this out for Hunt. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Extra point put through by Boswell, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing, Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there for the Patriots. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Parker's got it. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's open good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Fighting through pressure, and that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Jones. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. They will take a 7-point lead. So they drive 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So now the Titans down by 7. And time, a huge factor. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. And that's complete to Brown. And that's going to be a first down to the 35 as the clock continues to run. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.